Hi, welcome to another Interstellar Prime update video. This is Peso, and today we're going to be covering what I've been working on in the past 6 months, which is the sandbox mode. So let's get started. First things first, I worked on the weapon system quite a bit. And this right here is essentially where you have the loadout screen when you put on your spacesuit. You can actually select what kind of weapon you want to use, and once you have it, you actually can take it out, just like so. And don't want to shoot the gun in the ship here. And also, once you put the suit on, you have the equipment menu. You can zoom in and out the radar, which, by the way, a new feature. You can see on the bottom left-hand corner there, you can see the mini-map, which is an indicator of where you are in space. Alright, let's get into the mining vessel. Mining vessel, there's no animation yet, it just kind of pops out. Basically, it detached from the main ship, and you can actually fly around in it to go and do mining missions and then basically gather resources. So I worked quite a bit on the flight mechanics. You can go up, down, left, right, forward, backward, a 6-degree of freedom essentially. And I have to do a little bit of a compromising between realism versus ease of control, because if you want it to be just like a space sim, it will be no fun because it will be so hard to control. So what I come up with is just pretty much a compromise on how we can actually control the ship while feeling like we're in space. So what I'm doing right here is I'm flying towards one of the asteroids that I can land on, and the how I can tell that I can land on is all these gases that's coming out. It basically has helium-3 in it. That means I can actually do a harvest. So that's what I'm going to do. Now that I've landed, let's get up, and let's check out this asteroid. First things first, I can actually get a drill gun, which is a tool that I can actually drill the mine for, and I can also load it with mining missiles, which we'll get to that in a minute. So I just did there. What I need to do now is open the gate and search for my mineable minerals. How do I know which one is mineable? Well, what I can do is I can zoom out from my mini map and take a look. The ones that are green dots indicate that those are mineable rocks. So I can see there the one that actually has the gases coming out is what I can mine. And what I did there is I activate the EVA mode, which is pretty much disable the G-comp, which we call it, stands for gravity compensator. It's basically has a downward thrust perpendicular to where you stand on the asteroid to make you feel like you're walking, but essentially in space there's no gravity. So anyway, let's go ahead and get the mining gun out and show you how we can mine this rock. In order to do that, you select the mining gun, switch to missile mode, and then locked onto the target. And just keep firing the rock missiles until it breaks apart into smaller pieces where you can actually harvest. And as you can see here, if I try to shoot that rock, it says it's out of range. It's because it's too far. Which brings me to another topic, that you can actually upgrade just about anything in this game, like the range, the rate of fire, and how long it takes for the target to get locked. You can actually unlock that in the tech tree. Oh, now that it's broken apart, here we go. I can actually move closer, switch to a laser mode, and I can actually pretty much use a laser to break apart this asteroid and mine it. Oh, I got 2 magnesium there. Magnesium is a great resource, and it's a resource that's quite scarce, and you need it the most to build your buildings on the base. So it's a pretty good resource. The rest, it's mainly for research. As you can see there, that's probably going to take a while if I were to do try to mine or try to laser shoot every single rock. Another way that I can do it is I can actually use the rocket, the mining missile, to aim at the center and let it be a chain effect. And as you can see there, my tank on the bottom right hand corner got pretty much filled up, which with all of the different resources. So I'm gonna go ahead and snack this one real quick and be on my way. So that's pretty much mining, and don't worry, this is probably not going to be the bulk of the game. Maybe in the early game, you have to do this, but as you do, your tools can get upgraded in the tech tree, and you can also unlock new technologies, which eventually allow you to build robots that will autonomously mine these rocks for you, so you don't have to do this forever and ever and ever. So now that I have all the minerals, I'm going to go ahead and cash in into this mineral tank. And as I walk up, the resource monitor or the resource screen pops up, showing me what I have already. I'm going to go ahead and process it, and then as in a few seconds, it will update what I have. There we go. And I can also press R. It says generate SMC. That brings you to another topic. What is SMC? SMC stands for Standard Metal Composite, which basically what you're going to need when you go into battle. So what I did just now is I enter into a real-time strategy mode, which is pretty much a mode where you fly around in a small little drone, and you can actually order your ships around. Like for now, I just basically told my main starship to come closer. And I can also tell the starship to produce a fighter drone by pressing F. I'm going to build just one for now, because I want to save my resource. And I can also create a repair drone, so I'm just going to build one for now. And a repair drone, essentially, it's a passive type of drone where if you take any damage, your ship take any damage, or any nearby friendly unit takes any damage, it's going to automatically try to repair it. So now that I created the drone, I can actually order the drone around. And here's my drone. I can tell him, hey, come over here. It's going to try to follow where I ask him. Now there's no enemy yet, so everything's kind of peaceful. I'm just going to get out of that mode and save my game, which, by the way, that's how you save the game. Kind of old school, but hey, we are indie. We can't have a system like Fallout. That's really, really complex. Anyway, that's besides the point. Now, what I did was I entered the 3D printer machine, which allowed me to build buildings on this particular asteroid. What I can do is I can build things like the defense tower, but I don't want to do that yet. I can also build the service station, which can be upgradable to something else, and also the base station, which obviously we don't have enough resource. It requires insane amount of magnesium, which I only have 83 at the moment. And let's see what I can build. Well, I can build the defense tower, but I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna save up for now. So let's get out of this mode and look around, and hopefully I don't get attacked by the enemy. Which too late. I think the enemy just arrived. Yep, it just arrived. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the real-time strategy mode and take a look what's going on. Alright, let's move the starship away from where the enemy is. They just creeped up on me. And I'm going to have my drone attack that enemy unit. The little enemy drone there. Oh, there we go. Up. I don't want my drone to get sucked into the enemy line of fire like that. Come over here. Alright. And then I'm just going to have my starship take care of this guy. So all I have to do is basically bring the starship close to the enemy starship, and then the crew will do the rest. But let's take a look at what else is going on. Oh, I can see here now that the enemy has landed their mining vessel, and looks like he is deploying some kind of giant mechanical spider. So let's do something about that. But right now, oh, there we go. My mothership did a great job destroying the enemy. And do I have my drone? Yep, I'm going to have my drone on control mode and then clean up the rest of the little enemy autonomous drone here. And in the meanwhile, let's see what's going on with this giant spider. I better get out of here and take care of that. I better. Oh man, I'm getting knocked out. And by the way, on the bottom left-hand corner, that's my armor. Looks like I'm about to die here. So let's get rid of this giant spider. And the way to do that is to use the mining vessel. And then we gotta get out of here. And come on, target lock. Here we go. Which, by the way, your drone can also fight the spider, but you can see on top of their head there's a big 8 anti-gun that's pretty mean, and I don't want to kill my drone, so I'm gonna take care of this by myself. Hopefully I don't die. All right, let's land. Oh man, this is tough. Let's see. And I can't target him from above, so I have to be on low. Out of missile. Great. I gotta get back to, and I'm so slow right now. Sluggish. Oh, looks like they just deployed a little droid. Great. Let's think about this a little bit. How can I? Oh man. Oh, I just died. So, pretty much that's an update so far of what we've done. I'll make another video and just kind of go more in depth of different enemy system and how we, come up with different enemy system and combat system and so on. So for now, thanks for watching. And